Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well and staying consistent with your preparation. Today, we are going to take up a very important species for UPSC prelims, the humpback whale, which has been in the news recently. This topic is important not just from environment but also from current affairs perspective. So let's understand it in a very clear and exam oriented way. So first, why are we studying this species right now? Recently, a humpback whale was found stranded and it was successfully rescued and released into the Baltic Sea. Now, for UPSC, whenever a species is in news, you should not just remember the event but focus on static aspects like classification, habitat, behavior, and conservation status. Now let us understand its classification, which is a very important prelims area. The humpback whale is a baleen whale, which means it does not have teeth but uses baleen plates to filter food. It belongs to the family Balaenopteridae, which are also called rock wall whales. Its scientific name is Megaptera novae anglia. Now a small conceptual point here. Baleen whales are different from tooth whales like sperm whales. Baleen whales feed by filtering small organisms like krill, which is a common UPSC trap. Now, coming to physical features. The humpback whale is known for its distinctive dorsal hump, which is where it gets its name from. It also has very long pectoral fins, which can be almost one third of its body length, and this is why the name Megaptera literally means big wing. Another important point is that females are generally larger than males, which is something UPSC has asked in past questions for species. Now let's understand where it is found. Humpback whales are found in all major oceans across the world. Their distribution ranges from subpolar regions all the way to the equator. This wide distribution makes them a migratory species, and in prelims, questions are often asked linking species with their habitat range. Now, this is one of the most important features. Humpback whales show extreme migration. During summer, they migrate to polar regions for feeding because food like krill is abundant there. During winter, they migrate to tropical and subtropical waters for breeding. So remember this clearly, feeding in cold regions and breeding in warm regions. This is a classic UPSC concept for many marine species. Now, coming to diet. Humpback whales use baleen plates to filter food from water. Their diet mainly includes krill and small schooling fish like anchovies, sardines, and mackerel. Now, an important conceptual addition here is that they take in large volumes of water and then push it out through baleen plates, trapping food inside. This is called filter feeding and is a key feature of baleen whales. Now, this is a very unique and important behavior. Humpback whales use a technique called bubble net feeding. In this, a group of whales swims in a spiral and releases bubbles below a school of fish. These bubbles create a sort of net that traps the fish together, making it easier for whales to feed. This is an example of cooperative behavior, and such unique behaviors are often asked in UPSC prelims. Now, coming to life cycle. Humpback whales reach sexual maturity between 4 to 10 years. Females usually give birth to one calf every 2 to 3 years. This slow reproduction rate is important because it makes the species vulnerable to population decline if threats increase. Now, finally, for revision, the humpback whale is currently classified as least concern under the IUCN Red List, which means its population has recovered to some extent after heavy whaling in the past. However, threats like climate change, ship strikes, entanglement in fishing nets, and ocean noise pollution still affect them. So, always remember, even if a species is least concern, threats can still be asked in prelims. So that was a quick but complete understanding of humpback whales for your prelims preparation. Keep revising such species regularly because they are high probability areas for UPSC. Thank you everyone. Keep studying and I will see you in the next session.